Hi, if you are an undergraduate student who's planning to apply for fall 2025 or a working professional who's planning on making the next big career move, this particular video will tell you when the university application deadlines are for fall 2025 and help you plan when to write your tests and start your application process. Let's dive in. Now, every country and every university in that particular country has a different deadline. So it is almost impossible to keep track of all the university deadlines that are there. So to simplify this process for you, I have divided these university deadlines into three categories. That is the early deadlines, mid-level deadlines, and late deadlines. For fall 2025, many top universities and selective programs have their deadlines as early as December of 2024. So if you want to apply to these universities, you should keep this in mind and start your application process as early as October or November, which means that you have to write your tests, start preparing for your tests at least in May, June, and finish up all your tests, that is your GRE, IELTS or TOEFL, depending on the university's requirements, as early as August or September of 2024, so that you have ample time to fill out your application, submit your SOPs, etc., and meet the deadline. So many Tier 1 and also many Tier 2 universities also have their deadlines in the period of January to February 15. Now, all your competitive programs deadlines are already over by December end, but there are some competitive programs and some reputed universities and many Tier 2 universities that have their deadlines in between Jan and Feb 15. Now, this is something especially for those students who have good profiles who want to get into good public universities. This will be almost the last deadline segment that you should target, and you have to finish up all your GRE, IELTS tests at least by November of 2024, so that you have ample time to fill up your applications and submit. So many Tier 3 universities have their application deadlines in the months of March to May 2024, meaning if you're late into the process and if you have an average profile, you can target these universities. Usually, in order to reach to these deadlines, you should have at least your test scores ready by Jan or Feb of 2025, so that you have enough time to apply to these particular universities. Be it USA, UK, Canada, Australia, whatever country you're targeting, all universities across different rankings almost stick to the same deadline pattern. In fact, if you're aiming for a country like Canada, I would say you have to finish up, no matter which university you're going to, you have to finish up your applications much before, before even December, so that you get your decisions in time and you can kickstart your visa process and all of that. So the goal is earlier the better. Now, many universities also offer something called scholarship deadlines or priority deadlines. Now, these deadlines are earlier than the regular deadlines, meaning when you apply for these deadlines, you have higher chances of getting a scholarship or higher chances of getting an admission. Now, these deadlines, for example, Sunny Buffalo's actual deadline is on December 30th, but its scholarship deadline for the Masters in Computer Science program is on December 10th. So that's about scholarship deadline. Also, please note that many management programs like Masters in Engineering Management, MBA, Masters in Business Analytics, Masters in Management, MIM, have multiple rounds of deadlines. They have early rounds of deadlines starting as early as October 2024. They have 3 to 4 deadlines and up until Feb or March of 2025. So please keep a note of that. So here's a tip for you. Having guided students over the past 6 years, thousands of students across universities of different rankings, what I've observed is that if you apply early, at least 1 or 2 months before the application deadline, there's about 10 to 20% higher chances of getting an admit and also getting a scholarship. Now, in order to simplify your planning for fall 2025, I have created a timeline so that you can plan your applications, your tests accordingly. Now, if you're targeting the early deadlines, that is the December deadlines, I suggest you to finish up all your applications at least by October mid or November. So in order to finish your applications, you usually take about 1 month of process for an entire filling up online applications, arranging your documents, etc. So at least by September, you should have all your documents and test scores ready. September of 2024. Meaning by May, if you start preparing for your test, depending on the test, if you're not writing the GRE, then you just need 1 month for IELTS or TOEFL, etc. So about August or June, July is when you can start preparing. May will be early, but it's better. If you want to give a second attempt on your GRE or IELTS, you'll also have ample of time. So May to August, September 2024 will be the time for you to prepare for your tests. This is for the early December deadlines. Now, next comes the mid-level deadlines, that is between January 1st to February 15th. Now, again, the same rules apply. You have to finish up your applications in order to increase your chance of admit at least by December. So, meaning by November, you should have your test scores and documents ready so that it will take at least 3 to 4 weeks to finish up your application process. Meaning between September to November is the time when you have to start preparing for your tests and giving your tests. Now, finally, there is the late deadlines, that is for March and May of 2025. Now, if you are late in the process, you were not able to begin, or you have decided last minute to pursue your master's degree, then this is the deadline that will work for you. If you are in the month of January at this moment, then it is January of 2025, then it is a great time to start preparing for your tests and also arranging all the documents parallelly, because you won't have a lot of time. So December to Jan or Feb is the time where you have to finish up your tests and also arrange all the documents required so that you hit the March to May deadlines. Now, my suggestion is, for no matter which deadline you are targeting, apply again as early as possible. Especially late deadline students, try to finish up everything as soon as possible, so that after submitting your applications, universities usually take some time to come up with a decision. If you apply early, you'll have enough time to get your decisions and then apply for the visa process. No matter which country you're going to, this is the pattern that you must follow. I hope this timeline is helpful for you. If you need more videos about master's education, if you need expert tips, then do subscribe to our channel, like, share our videos as well. That will be really helpful. If you want any help throughout the application process, we help you with test preparation, with university applications, drafting great SOPs. Like some of our students have gotten into the top 5, top 10 universities across different fields. So if you need any help throughout the university application process, do reach out to us. Our contact details will be available in the bio. Thank you so much for listening.